Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Happy Thanksgiving and welcome to my channel. Today is another day of the Grateful series and we are talking about family today. And so originally I had this idea that I would do the whole Brady Bunch style layout. But I have too many people in my family to have that center spot and write the Crazy Bunch or something like that. So I printed out everybody's photos in I printed 4 to a 4x6 sheet, so I guess that makes them 2x3, if I could do math right. And they're slightly larger because or smaller because they're printed on my selfie. And I was playing around with how I wanted them on this layout, trying to figure that out. I've got my brother and my sister-in-law up in the upper right with their kids directly beneath, my niece and her husband next to each other with their little girl, and then my 2 nephews. And then I have my parents in the upper left with me and my husband below. My son is next to my mom, and then my daughter, her husband, and Noah are at the bottom. A little spoiler alert, I'm going to change all that, but it's not going to be to the very end of the video. But I knew I wanted to use that acrylic piece that says family. That's from Colorcast Designs, and I really liked it, and I wanted to make sure I used it. So I pulled that out, and I made sure I had paper that matched, and I really like this paper. It's the B side of one of the Paige Evans paper. I don't know if it's from Grateful. I think it's from Grateful actually, but one of her more recent ones. And I'm really liking the way that it's coming together. I'm just using my T-square ruler to make sure I have everything kind of lined up along the bottom, and so that everything's not lopsided. And that is me next to my husband. I'm going to change that out. I'm going to move things around on my side a bit because I really wanted to get my son's girlfriend in there, which, that's always one of those things when you're scrapbooking. Do you put the significant other in if they're not married? Do you not? Because things change and you just don't know if they're going to stay together. But as I got towards the end of this layout, I thought, you know what, I need to put her in there because she really is like family. They've been together for 2 years already, which, I mean, in all the grand scheme of things is not a long time, but it is a long time in the life of a young person. But both of my kids are very loyal and they're not serial daters. So my daughter has been with her husband since they were 15 years old. They're 26 now. And, things like that, my kids are they're just not serial daters. They get very serious about one person and then that's pretty much it. So I thought, I'm just going to put her in there. And if something happens down the road and things change, and, things can change even if they're married. We all know that, right? I don't even know what the divorce rate is. I don't even want to talk about that, but things happen and things change. But right now, this is family. So I'm going to include her and I'm going to change things around. I'm actually going to remove my photo because this is my family. I'm not my family. I'm myself. So I don't really have to have myself on there. And so the grid is going to stay the same, but the placement of everyone is going to change just a tiny bit. So I'm really thinking I'll go with a diagonal design, top left to bottom right. I am going to use that big large space in front of where it says family to do all of my journaling. And I'm going to talk about how at the end of the day we are all family. We don't always see eye to eye on things. We don't always get along, but we always have each other's back. And that's just the way it is with our family. And a lot of families, I know they're like that. But I just wanted to document how grateful I am for them, that I know that if I am in need, I can count on them no matter what. And, I don't get to see one of my nephews very often. He lives in Chicago. And the other one, he doesn't live that far away, but I still don't see him all that often. But we grew up homeschooling all of the kids together. So they, at one point, were very close and we did a lot of things together. They don't hang out much anymore just because they're all grown up doing their own things, and distance, that always plays a good part in it. But they're still there for each other, and when my one nephew comes to visit from Chicago, they always make time for him. They hang out. Sometimes they Skype with him and play games over Skype. So I just thought that was kind of cool, and I wanted to make sure that got documented. So while I'm finishing up this video, I wanted to remind you to go check out MK's video. She is also documenting family. I can't wait to see what she's doing. I'm sure her layout will be beautiful. It always is. And I've had a lot of fun kind of thinking about these things, sometimes a little outside the box. And I actually enjoy that because it really kind of makes me reflect a little bit on life and what's important. And, you know, don't focus on the negatives, focus on the positives. So I got to be honest, I'm voicing this the day before Thanksgiving. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, but it's been kind of a crazy day. And I didn't sleep at all last night, not a wink, and so I'm a little bit like emotional. So hopefully I'm not being too emotional for you. so, um, so I'm gonna add a little gold color shine. I did add a few sequins in that same turquoise color or teal color of the word family, and I think that looks nice. It just brings in a little added touch of bling, and I'm liking how it looks. And you can see there, I moved the photos around and put my husband up at the top by my parents. My daughter, her husband, and Noah is right in the middle, and then my son and his girlfriend at the bottom. And then I swapped my brother's family around so that my niece and her family are at the bottom, and his two boys are next to Noah. So everyone fits. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great Thanksgiving. I will see you guys again on Saturday. Bye-bye.